Have you ever felt that nagging challenge as a local business owner? How do you really connect with your customers? Go beyond just a casual browse and, let's be honest, consistently boost those sales in today's, well, incredibly bustling market. It's just such a fast-paced world out there. Standing out can often feel like a bit of an uphill battle. So that's kind of the core question we're diving into today. How can your small business carve out its unique space and really thrive without getting completely swamped by complex, maybe expensive tech solutions? Because let's face it, most small businesses don't exactly have a huge IT department just sitting on standby.
No, exactly. And that's precisely where we introduce what I genuinely think are true game changers. These, well, deceptively simple QR codes and NFC tags. Don't let their simplicity fool you, though. These are incredibly versatile tools. Think of them as a powerful duo, really, designed to enhance customer engagement, streamline your operations, and yeah, genuinely boost sales for pretty much any local business, regardless of what you sell.
Yeah.
They're all about making connections seamless, efficient, and actually surprisingly personal.
That almost sounds too good to be true, making complex tech feel simple. So, okay, our mission for this deep dive then is to break down exactly how these seemingly humble technologies can profoundly transform your business right from the ground up. And just a note, for those of you listening who want to roll up your sleeves and dive even deeper into the how-to, the implementation details, we'll definitely point you towards some fantastic resources at the end of our chat. All right, let's unpack this. Let's start with maybe one of the biggest immediate impacts: revolutionizing that in-store customer experience. We're talking about moving far beyond just someone casually browsing your aisles, right? How do these tools make the physical space, come alive? What's the starting point here for businesses that aren't like massive tech companies?
Yeah, the real magic, I think, is how they turn a static product into something interactive, almost like a story. So imagine you run a furniture shop, right? You've got this beautiful sofa. Instead of just a price tag, you stick a little QR code on it. That code instantly links maybe to an assembly guide, or even better, perhaps a 3D visualization tool. Your customer can literally see how that sofa might look in their own living room, right there on their phone. It's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Or think about a cosmetic shop. You could have customers virtually trying on makeup shades using augmented reality, where the phone overlays digital images onto the real world. And all that triggered by just a quick scan of a QR code. It transforms that passive viewing into, like, active engagement. It effectively turns every product into its own mini website almost. Makes your physical store a dynamic discovery hub, something that, yeah, used to require massive digital investment.
That's fascinating for product discovery. Really takes the guesswork out of purchases, doesn't it? But what about loyalty programs? And maybe direct offers. It feels like those are often kind of clunky, require a lot of sign-up, personal data up front. How can these tools unlock that immediate value for the customer right when they're in your store without all that friction?
This is where that instant gratification becomes a really powerful lever. You can embed an NFC tag that's the tap your phone one directly into, say, a sticker on a table in your cafe. A customer just taps their phone and boom, they're instantly signed up for your loyalty program. Or maybe they claim a free coffee after their 5th purchase.
Just like that?
Just like that. It completely streamlines the whole process. Joining, tracking points, redeeming rewards. It's not just convenient. It's about reducing that friction to almost zero. Signing up for loyalty suddenly feels as easy as paying. It immediately rewards the customer, and that fosters a really powerful habit loop. The big box stores spend millions trying to engineer. You could even put NFC tags right at your entrance. So returning customers get a special welcome back offer just for tapping their phone as they walk in. It really makes every visit feel, well, personally rewarding.
That is brilliant. Making loyalty less of a chore and more of an instant win.
Oh.
I like that. Okay, so beyond individual products and loyalty, what about improving the overall physical shopping journey itself, getting people where they want to go or helping them discover something new without needing to flag down staff constantly?
Yeah, that's a common challenge, isn't it? Especially in larger or more complex store layouts. These technologies can really help streamline that in-store navigation. Think about putting QR codes right near your entrance. A quick scan could bring up an interactive map on their phone, helping customers quickly find specific products or departments. No more wandering aimlessly.
Okay.
And during sales events, those same QR codes, maybe on posters, can instantly direct shoppers to exclusive in-store only deals. It's all about removing friction and guiding their journey intuitively, turning what could be a confusing maze into a really easy navigation experience.
So guiding them during the visit is covered. That makes sense.
Right.
But once the purchase is actually made, how can businesses use these tools to foster that crucial ongoing connection, moving beyond just a single transaction? Because we all know repeat business is just the lifeblood of any local store.
Oh, absolutely key. This is all about building those lasting relationships. You can put QR codes directly on receipts, for example, or maybe at your checkouts. Those codes link straight to a feedback form. It encourages customers to share their shopping experience while it's still fresh in their minds, and that gives you such invaluable insights.
Right, when they're most likely to actually do it.
Exactly. And for retailers who might have, say, in-store dining or a cafe area, QR codes on tables can give instant access to digital menus, which, not only enhances convenience, but also cuts down on printing costs and reduces physical contact, which is still relevant for many people.
Oh, no.
And think about after-sales support. It becomes much easier. An NFC tag on the product itself could direct customers straight to warranty registration or maybe troubleshooting guides online. It's about supporting them through their entire product lifecycle, really, showing you're there for them even after they've walked out the door.
And finally, on the in-store front, how can a local business leverage this kind of enhanced experience for broader reach? I'm thinking specifically about events and social media, like turning your customers into brand ambassadors almost.
Yeah, it's all about extending your reach effortlessly, using the enthusiasm that's already there. Imagine you're hosting an in-store workshop or a product launch. Put a QR code on the event poster in your window or inside the store. Customers scan it, and they can instantly RSVP. Makes event registration totally painless. And for social media, think about fitting rooms in a clothing store. A cleverly placed QR code there could prompt customers to share photos of their potential outfits online. You link it directly to your store's social media pages, maybe with a specific hashtag. This turns your happy customers into your best marketing team. They're leveraging their own enthusiasm for your brand, reaching new audiences, often without you lifting a finger, really.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot on making the in-store experience amazing there. But let's get down to what every local business owner dreams of: directly boosting sales. This scan-to-cart feature you mentioned sounds like a really powerful strategy for driving immediate purchases. But I can also see a small business owner worrying, does the customer just add it to a cart and walk out? How do you make sure that impulse actually translates into a completed sale and not just, another abandoned cart floating around online somewhere?
That's a totally valid concern, yeah. And it's precisely where the kind of brilliance of scan to cart comes in.
Yeah.
The core concept is just pure convenience. It breaks down those psychological barriers to purchase by letting customers commit, but on their own terms. It reduces the pressure of making an immediate decision right then and there, and it drastically widens your sales funnel beyond just the physical checkout counter.
Okay.
So imagine a customer in your shop. They absolutely love a product, but maybe it's a bulky item, like that sofa we talked about. Or maybe they just need a little time to think about it before committing. With QR codes or NFC tags placed right there on the product displays or the packaging, they simply scan it or tap it with their smartphone. And that item instantly gets added to an online shopping cart associated with your store.
So for me, as the customer, it's great because I don't have to make that immediate decision in the store, which, I appreciate. But for the business, how does this actually convert into a sale? How does it avoid just being digital window shopping?
Exactly. For the customer, it's about incredible convenience and empowering them to buy on their terms, as you said. Take that furniture store example again, those massive sofas. Instead of figuring out logistics right there, a QR code lets them add it directly to their online cart for home delivery later. They don't need to complete the purchase in the store. This just seamlessly bridges that gap between your physical shop and your online presence. It caters perfectly to those customers who love to touch and feel products in store, do their research there, but actually prefer to finalize the purchase online, maybe later that evening from their couch.
Right, blending the physical and digital.
Precisely. Or think about a clothing retailer. NFC tags on the garment tags could let customers not only add items to their cart, but maybe even instantly check size availability across all your store locations. That ensures they get exactly what they need, even if the specific size isn't on the rack right in front of them. It saves a potential lost sale right there.
Okay, this is genuinely clever for those immediate sales, especially for bigger ticket items or things needing more thought. But you touched on it, that abandoned cart scenario. Let's shift gears slightly and talk about the long-term growth potential. Because this feels like where QR and NFC can really shine for building lasting customer relationships and actually scaling your business over time. How does a seemingly simple scan-to-cart action lead to becoming like a powerful marketing engine down the line.
Yeah, this is where the true strategic power really emerges beyond just that initial convenience. When a customer scans to add an item to their cart, the system can prompt them, maybe to log into an existing account if they have one, or if they're new, to simply provide an email address for a guest checkout process.
Oh, okay. The email capture.
Exactly. That is the crucial moment. You're capturing valuable customer data, permission-based, of course. This allows even small local businesses to start mimicking sophisticated targeting strategies that honestly used to be only available to the big e-commerce giants. It really levels the playing field.
Right.
You can even integrate this directly with your loyalty program. Maybe link the scan to cart process directly to a loyalty sign-up prompt. That encourages customers to share their email in exchange for immediate rewards or future points.
So, okay, once a business has managed to capture this data specifically, those email addresses, what's the immediate actionable thing they can do with it? How do they prevent those abandoned carts and actually turn them into completed sales?
Well, the most immediate, arguably most powerful application is setting up cart abandonment email campaigns. Because you have those email addresses linked to items added to a cart but not purchased, you can trigger automated emails. These emails gently remind customers about those items they showed interest in.
Just generic reminders.
No, ideally not. They should be more specific. Often they include product images, maybe a direct link straight back to their saved cart to make it super easy, and sometimes even a small, limited-time discount to nudge them towards completing the purchase.
The little incentive.
Exactly. I mean, imagine the sales you can recover just with that simple automation. Sales that might otherwise have been completely lost forever. It's really low-hanging fruit, honestly, for boosting revenue.
That feels like a huge win for immediate sales recovery, definitely. But beyond just tackling that specific cart recovery problem, what's the broader sort of long-term marketing benefit of building this customer database through all these QR and NFC interactions? How does this really set a local business up for more sustained success?
This is all about nurturing those relationships for repeat business and building a really robust long-term marketing foundation. Those collected email addresses, they aren't just for cart recovery. They become the core of your customer database for all your future marketing efforts. You can add them directly into your CRM system. That's your customer relationship management tool if you use one, which helps manage all customer interactions and data. And what's really powerful is you can start to segment your customers. Because you know what they scanned in store, you can send highly targeted promotions based on their actual demonstrated interests.
So much more personalized.
Way more personalized. This enables things like effective re-engagement campaigns if someone hasn't purchased in a while, targeted newsletters featuring products they might like, exclusive offers just for them, invitations to relevant events. All of this fosters those crucial long-term customer relationships and really drives repeat purchases, which, as we said, is the lifeblood.
Right.
And with that data, you can even get smarter about upselling and cross-selling, suggesting complementary items or maybe bundles based on what they've shown interest in previously. Just a practical tip here. Consider offering small incentives like that small discount we mentioned, or maybe some bonus loyalty points, just to encourage email sharing during that initial scan to cart interaction. It often helps.
Good tip.
But, and this is crucial always ensure you're compliant with data privacy regulations. Get clear consent, provide easy opt-in and opt-out options. Your customers absolutely need to trust you with their data. That trust is paramount.
Yeah, absolutely paramount. So, okay, there you have it. It seems like from truly enhancing that whole in-store experience, driving those immediate sales with the clever scan-to-cart feature, all the way through to building a genuinely powerful customer database for future targeted marketing efforts, QR codes, and NFC tags, really are incredibly versatile. And importantly, surprisingly easy to implement tools for pretty much any small local business looking to thrive today. It really is about leveraging simple tech for, well, pretty sophisticated results, isn't it?
They really are accessible tools. I think what's clear is how these technologies empower smaller businesses to compete and connect in ways that, used to be pretty much reserved for much larger companies with bigger budgets. It's about working smarter, not necessarily harder, and giving your customers that seamless, modern experience they increasingly expect.
So, if you're listening and feeling ready to implement some of these strategies in your own business, we've got you covered. We've gathered resources for you, things like more detailed implementation steps, practical considerations like where exactly is the optimal placement within your store for these codes and tags, and even how to start analyzing your results to truly understand the impact they're having. You can find all of that information right where you found this deep dive. check the description or show notes.
Yeah, definitely check those out. And maybe just leave you with this thought. Imagine how quickly just a few strategically placed QR codes or maybe some NFC tags could start transforming your customer's journey, making every interaction potentially more personal and ultimately more profitable for your business. What's maybe the very first small step you could take, maybe even this week, to bring this kind of seamless connection to your customers? Something to think about.